Hello, welcome to this complete tutorial. By the end of this video, you'll have your own n8n automation platform that with unlimited workflows and executions running for free on your local machine but accessible from anywhere on the internet. We are going to cover everything from a quick no-code setup that takes only a few minutes all the way to a secure professional deployment that you actually use in production. Why would you want to self-host n8n instead of using their own cloud service? First, complete control over your data, your workflows, your connections, your sensitive information. Everything stays on your own hardware, which is perfect if you are working with confidential data or if you are simply value your privacy. And second, unlimited workflows and executions. The n8n cloud version provided on n8n.io has limits, but when you self-host, those limits are completely removed. This makes it ideal for learning and deployment where you want to experiment without worrying about quotas. And third is that it's perfect for a lab environment. Whether you are testing ideas for your team or learning automations, having your own instance give you a full freedom to break things and rebuild them. Now we are going to use Docker for this setup, and let me quickly explain why Docker is the best option. Think of a Docker as a platform that make packages, applications along with all their dependencies into a container. It's like having a pre-configured computer inside your own computer, but much more efficient. And the key benefits are: 1. Simplicity, means no complicated installations or dependency conflicts. 2. Isolation, your n8n setup won't interfere with anything else on your system. And the 3 is portability. This exact same setup works on Windows, Mac and Linux. Alright, let's get started. Before we jump into the steps, let me explain exactly why we are building the and why each part is important. The bigger picture is we are creating a complete internet accessible n8n automation platform using 3 main components. Docker network, a private communication channel that allows container to talk to each other securely. n8n container, your automation platform with production features enabled, including community packages, binary file storage and webhook support. And the third is Cloudflare Tunnel container, a secure tunnel that connects your local n8n instance to the internet. So Cloudflare is a global network. The workflow external services like Stripe, Google or GitHub sends data to your public domain. Cloudflare Tunnels receives those requests and forward them to your n8n container. Your n8n container processes the data and can send responses back through the same tunnel. Everything works securely without exposing your home network or requiring complex firewall setups. Step 1 is install Docker desktop first. We need to Docker a desktop. To go to docker.com, click on get Docker desktop and download the version for your operating system. I'm using Mac here, but the steps are almost the same for Windows and Linux. Install it using the default settings. Once installed, make sure Docker desktop is running. You should see the Docker whale icon in your system tray. When you open the application, you can sign in, create a new account, or simply skip and continue without registering. Now you should see the dashboard. Step 2, pull the n8n image. Now we will use Docker desktop's graphical interface to download n8n. This is the no-code approach, no command line needed in Docker desktop. Click on the search bar at the top and type n8n.io/n8n. Select the first result, the one with over 100 million downloads. Click pull to download it. This may take a minute depending on your internet speed, and Docker is now downloading everything required to run n8n. Step 3, run your first n8n container. Once the image is downloaded, go to the images tab on your top right. You should see n8n.io/n8n. Click on the blue run icon to create a new container. This opens the configuration screen where we need to make a few important changes, expand optional settings and add the following. First, give your container a name. I will call mine -n8n local. Next, in the port section, set the host port to 5678. This means we will access n8n at localhost 5678. Now this part is very important. We need to configure a value for data persistence. Go to volumes and add a new volume. Set the host path to a folder on your computer. For example, create a folder called n8n data on your desktop and use the path. This folder will store your data, so even if Docker stops, you won't lose workflows or credentials. Then set this container path to home/node n8n. This ensures all workflows and settings are saved on your actual system instead of these containers where they could be lost. Review everything. Container name port is 5678 and volume mapping home node and /n8n everything. Once everything looks correct, click the run. Step 4 is access your local n8n. Now let's test it. Open your browser and go to the HTTP localhost and 5678. You should see the n8n welcome screen asking to create your owner account. Go ahead and set it up. This will be your admin login, and that's it. You now have a fully working n8n instance running locally. You can create workflows, test automations, and explore everything for free. Now you have a working n8n. There's one limitation: it is only accessible from your computer. Let's understand the problem connecting to the outside world right now. n8n is running on localhost, which means only your computer can access it. This becomes an issue when you are using webhooks. For example, if you want Stripe to send payment events or Google Forms to trigger workflows, external services, you need internet access to your n8n. But localhost is not accessible over the internet. Think of your laptop as a house without doors or windows. Everything works inside, but no one from outside can reach. Its tunnel acts like a secure private passage, connecting the outside world directly to your n8n inside. Comparing tunneling options, ngrok versus Cloudflare tunnels. While ngrok is popular, it has some limitations for this use case. First, it is mainly designed for temporary testing, not long-term hosting. The free version gives you a new random URL every time you restart, which means constantly updating webhook URLs. And the second is ngrok does not provide built-in security like firewall or bot protection. Anyone with the URL can access your instance. Better solution Cloudflare tunnels are. The Cloudflare tunnels are designed for this exact purpose. They are completely provide a permanent URL using your own domain and include built-in security through Cloudflare's global network, including DDoS, protecting your setup once and keep it working. Step 1: to get a domain. First, you need a domain name for your tunnel. You cannot use Cloudflare tunnels without owning one. Don't worry, domains are inexpensive. You can buy one from Namecheap, Cloudflare, or any trusted registrar. Choose something like .com, .net, or newer extensions like .dev or .app. For this tutorial, I will use my awesome n8n.com, but you should choose your own unique domain. Step 2: set up Cloudflare account. Go to cloudflare.com and create a free account. After logging in, click add and connect your domain. If you already have one or register a new one, choose quick scan and then select a free plan. Next, you must update your domain name servers from your registrar to the ones provided by Cloudflare. This step is required and may take some time to propagate, usually within a few hours. Once done, continue. Step 3: and Cloudflare tunnel and get token in your Cloudflare dashboard. Go to Zero Trust, then Networks, and then Tunnels. Click Add Tunnel. Choose Cloudflare. Give it a name like n8n tunnel. On the next page, you will see installation instructions. We only need the tunnel token. Find the command containing Cloudflare, run and copy the token value. Save it for later. Do not continue further yet. Step 4: upgrade n8n container to production using GUI. Now we upgrade our setup. Delete the old container from Docker, desktop, and under the containers. Your data remains safe in the n8n data folder. Now go back to images and run a new container. Configure it as follows: container name n8n production, port 5678, and volume same, data folder container path home / node n8n. Add another volume for backups, host path, users, your name and other stuff, as you can see. And now add environment variables, webhook URL, set your domain like https n8n yourdomain.com, generic time zone, set your time zone n8n, something like that, and review everything carefully and then click run. Step 5 is create Cloudflare Tunnel container using terminal. Now open Docker terminal first, create a Docker network. Using Docker network to create n8n network, press enter. Next, run the Cloudflare container using your tunnel token. Replace it in the command. This creates a container connected to the same network, allowing communications. Then connect your n8n production container to the same network using the command. Step 6, start your production stack. Start both containers and ensure they are running with green status indicators. Docker desktop makes it easy to monitor logs and manage containers. Step 7, configure public hostmate. Go back to Cloudflare Zero Trust dashboard, open your tunnel, ensure status is healthy, then configure public hostname, add subdomain n8n. Your domain service type is HTTP URL like HTTP n8n production 5678 and save it. Now Cloudflare will route traffic from your public domain securely to your n8n container. If this tutorial helped you, please like and subscribe for more automation content and join the community in the comments. I would love to see what you build with your n8n setup. And remember, the best way to learn automation is by doing. Start something simple and gradually increase complexity. Thanks for watching and happy automating. Bye bye.